Hey everyone, so this is a tour of the, I guess, my study slash game room. It's a very multifunctional room and it's pretty cool. I just finished it up, I guess, here recently. It's been quite the project and it's something that I'm really happy about, and just like, I guess, a cozy space, a inspirational space, and just some place that I like to spend a lot of time. And so most of you all probably watch my videos for my gaming content, and that being Minecraft. But not only do I like to build stuff and design stuff in Minecraft, but I like to do it in real life. And so this has kind of been my little passion project, I guess, for that. Or well, the room in my house that I got full creative liberties with. And so I'm hoping that I can show that off well today, and hopefully you all enjoy it and maybe get some inspiration for your own home office or study or game room, whatever you'd like to call it. So yeah, I guess let's get into the tour. All right, so this is what it looks like when you first walk in. There's kind of like this little hallway that leads into the, I guess, the other parts of the house. So I'm kind of separated here on the edge of the house, but not only do I have that entrance, but I also have this, and this goes right outside. So it's a nice little quick getaway if I need to go and run some errands or something. So that's nice having that, but also a little bit annoying sometimes because other people use that door, and so they just kind of come through the office sometimes, but you know, that's okay. That's all right, I guess. And also, I first off have to introduce my pups down here. So this is Rooney and this is Piper, and they like to camp out and lay under these beds under my desk. So a lot of times when I'm working, I'll just be sitting here and have my feet right next to them, keeping them warm. But yeah, they're good pups and they absolutely love being in here. They think it's a pretty cozy place. So let's start over here in the first area. So I've got some like posters of some ships. There's a couple different themes going on in here, but one of them is somewhat nautical, and that might change over time. There's still quite a bit of stuff that I want to add eventually, so I'm going to add a model ship up here at some point, and maybe some stuff up here. I haven't done much on top of these different shelving areas yet, but that'll happen eventually. So we've got a little bit of a nautical theme, and right here next to it is probably my favorite piece here in the study. So we've got this nice light illuminating it, but it is a copy of the preamble of the Constitution here, which is pretty cool. And then right below it is an actual full copy of the U.S. Constitution. And I am from the United States, so I guess that would make sense. That would be really funny if I was from a different country and had this, but yeah, so that's kind of here, and I've got this light illuminating it, so it really looks like it's highlighting it. And so eventually I might put some things on these hooks, maybe some weapons. Wouldn't that be cool? Like some swords or something. But yeah, that's right there on that side. But a lot of times I'll leave this door open and it'll cover up the ship, which kind of is sad because I really like this ship. But over here, so these are pretty cool. So these are, I think National Geographic did this series, but these are maps of the three big trails, which there's two right here. The other one's on the other side, of the three big trails here in the United States. So we've got the Pacific Crest Trail right over here, which is the one that I really want to hike. We've got the Continental Divide Trail over right here, and then the Appalachian Trail's over there. I'll show you in a second. But sorry for the echo. It's really echoey here. Oh, I just realized I damaged that while moving something out. Well, I've got fresh paint ready to paint it. That's okay. But one of my lifetime goals is to hike one of these trails. Probably the Pacific Crest Trail. And if you don't know anything about it, you should look that up on YouTube. Some videos of people hiking that. It's amazing. It goes from Mexico, starts down here in Mexico, goes all the way through California, and then eventually finishes clear up into Canada. Takes you like 4 months to do, but I keep those there. I'm going to get out of that echo. I keep those there as like a big source of inspiration. So that's definitely something that I like. The next thing here, kind of toward the back of my of the study, is my main bookshelf. And so most of my books are here. There's a few over here, but most of my books are located right here, and I happen to absolutely love reading. It is one of my favorite things, and I try to read a decent bit, but you know, sometimes it's difficult. But I've I made it my goal to kind of read all of these books that I have before buying new ones, but that never happens. But I'm fairly close. But I get given gifts a lot of times, books, so very thankful for all of those. But there's quite a few of them here, and I've just kind of got them littered in different orders because I don't want it to just fill up the whole shelf. Eventually, once I have enough, I might not have a choice, but I'll just go zoom in a little closer. I've also got these random little like chests littered about. And you can just get these at Hobby Lobby. They look cool and ancient though, so I like that. Got a little lantern in here. And then also at night, this room looks really cool because I have these like little lights dotted around, which is pretty neat. I might show that at the end, what it looks like in the complete dark. So over here, just a few more books, some pretty cool bookends right here that I've got just kind of throughout. Got some seashells here, a scroll, I don't know, just some random stuff. The tassel from when I graduated college, another scroll. Here's me with a picture of a trout that I caught. I love fishing. That's one of my favorite pictures. Coffee. I'm a big fan of coffee, so you know, just want to sip my coffee and pet my dog. That's a true statement right there. Just got another little chest here of a map. Pretty cool. Some more coffee cups here. Picture of me and my brother from, yeah, it was during my wedding. Just some random, another big chest down here, and some random paper. As we descend further, it's not as organized, and then just some big like textbook style things that I have. Some coffee, and then a picture of me out hiking on an adventure. Pretty cool. So that is that. Let's go on over to the next thing. This is a pretty cool thing, and this is a lot of times when people come in here, what they spend the most time looking at is this map. So this is from the 1500s. I think I wrote it down here because it wasn't on it. 1587. This is a Spanish map of the world at the time, and this is a replica of it, obviously. But if you can notice here, there's like all these like little sea monsters and stuff out through here, and it looks like an old like pirate map. Like there's like a dude mermaid looking thing right there. There's some giant squids and dragons. But there's also like this big ring surrounding, which could be just because they're trying to depict the world as being round. But I think it looks pretty funny. But you can kind of see the different continents here. So you've got North America, South America, Africa, Europe, all that, Asia. So it's a pretty cool map. And I spend a lot of time just looking at the details. It's hard to pick them up here in this light and on the on the camera. But I actually did this, so I would burn this a long time ago, but I still like it. It looks pretty cool. Just a little coat rack, and then from this, you can kind of get a really nice picture of the study in its completeness. I've got this kind of area rug down here, and then just some hardwood floors. My seat right here. I'll go to this part next. So this is the big statement piece, I suppose, in the study. And I actually found this on Facebook Marketplace, or rather my mom found it. And I was like, this is perfect. So it's kind of got this old, like, weathered look on it. It is old just in itself, and it's very heavy, and it took a lot of effort to get in here. But man, is it cool. I just love kind of the finish on it and the intricate details. And obviously Piper really likes it too down there. But it's got like a lot of cool functions, like you can pull these out and like all these things like fold over and do multiple things. So it's really cool. There's like some secret cubbies in here. I just have like random stuff. This is where I keep my scrolls because I like to write letters to people on scrolls. Yeah, pretty random. I know, it's a little hobby of mine. I think that like old, like ancient things are really cool. So this is kind of like my writing desk, where I write letters to people. So here's my my ink, and then my main pen that I use for writing. I've got a stamp for my address, and then an actual wax seal section over here, which is pretty cool. And then my my list of different commentary. I'm writing my own commentary on the Bible. Not really, but those are just kind of my notes, I guess. And let's see down here. Nothing much, just some different journals. So this is actually pretty cool. So this is a TV that's put in here. I don't have it finished yet. I'm going to put a sound bar going across here, but this is actually where I do my recording for my Minecraft videos. I have my Xbox hooked up down here, and it runs through, and that's where I actually do all of my videos, which is crazy because obviously this desk was built way before I guess flat screen TVs were really a thing, so I'm not sure what the idea was with that little cubby, but man, it fits perfectly for my TV, which I think is absolutely hilarious. I've just got my cowboy hat up here because you never know when you're going to need to do some cowboying, I suppose. And then inside of here, I've got my video equipment. It's a little messy right now. And then, there's something else that I collect right there. So I'm going to do that in a different video, but that's going to be pretty fun, I think. Let's see, where next? I'll finish up with here last because this has a lot of my rare artifacts, if you could call it that. So here's the poster of the Appalachian Trail that I was talking about. Oh yeah, that's going to be a fun one to do one day. So we'll see if I get to. Just got a random lamp there, and then I have like a trunk or a chest down here, and I've got some stuff, just random bigger objects that I need to store, have it in there. Up here I have this is a pretty cool map. So this is actually the magnetic fields of the Earth, which is really cool and kind of historic because these magnetic fields are always changing. So one day this map won't be accurate, but it'll be kind of like a history piece, which is really cool. Oh yeah, here we go. We got the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. We got the full collection set here. Love that series. Just got some really cool candle holders here. This is like an ammonite that I found. So you can see the fossilized sort of ammonite looking thing right there. A geode and some pyrite. I think those are my brother's, but you know, somehow I have them if he ever needs them back. I've got, yeah, an elk antler, like a juvenile elk's antler here, and it was fighting, and that's probably how it lost it. But I found that when I was hiking out in Montana, which is pretty cool. And yeah, just my fishing vest from my time in Montana, and a net, which is, yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. Some good stuff up there. Get my all my full initials and everything. That's where I graduated from, my bachelor's and master's degree there. My certificate of baptism, pretty cool. And then, oh yeah, this is a map of Paul's missionary journeys, and also a map of the 12 tribes of Israel, which pretty cool, you know, right behind my desk here. So that way I can get to memorizing that stuff. Gotta know where that is. This is just kind of my main work desk. We got Rooney down here. He's a big fan of it. I'm sorry to wake you up, buddy. But yeah, people are always surprised that I don't play on PC, but I just love Xbox Minecraft. I'm sorry. That is just who I am. So nothing much going on here, just a lot of file storage in this desk. It's not as cool and old, but one day I would love to replace it with another of this style desk in here. But, you know, that'll take some time. Just got my window here, which I always leave closed, but this is my favorite. This is my favorite thing right here. So this was actually a closet in this room, and I tore the closet out and I built in with all these like wood paneling back here. So I built this whole shelf myself into the closet, which took a long time, I might add. And I struggled quite a bit, but I think it turned out really well. I was going to stain it, but I honestly just like the natural wood color, so I'm going to leave it like that. But up top, I've got just the globe. Here's some like fake books. This is really cool. This is like the map, the plan of the house. It's an older house, so it looks like an ancient document, but that's just the floor plan of the house. Just a chest and some... Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I wrote 2 books. They're not, you can't find them anywhere. I haven't released them yet. But these are the 2 full books that I've written. So pretty interesting. They're decent size. They're like 150 pages each. But yeah, I forgot to mention that I've written some books, but maybe one day I'll release them. But I am working on other books, so probably the other ones will be released first. Over here, just got an old stopwatch thing right here. Yeah, another adventure I went on, another hike. Beautiful. Oh yeah, my spotting scope. So if I see any wildlife outside, I just pull that thing out and examine them. Just an old journal here. I think you can get this on Amazon. It looks old and cool and nautical. Just a map behind it, a vase. Yeah, I might fill it with some mysterious liquid one day and make it look like a potion. Just some random books over here. Some more random stuff. Me catching my personal best trout. Yeah, pretty amazing. A grizzly bear claw. That's fake. It's a fake grizzly bear claw, but that's all right. Here's some gold. A tube of gold. An arrowhead that I found. And another arrowhead that I found right there. This is an hourglass that I have for some reason. Here's a picture of me and my wife on our honeymoon. So, yeah, good times at the beach. I'm ready to go back, that's for sure. And then just a bunch of random things. I've got some of my paintings under here. Yeah, some of my paintings. You go back far enough. Pretty cool. And a big ammo crate down here. This was in the house. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's got like temperature and different, I don't know, maybe it has like barometric pressure, humidity, all that cool stuff. My painting box. But yeah, that's that area. That is one of my favorite shelves, and I'm always trying to add cool stuff to it. I've actually got like this huge Amazon list of things that I want. Like some ancient Roman coins or something like that. You can get anything on Amazon these days. But yeah, that's for the most part, that's what it is. Now, future plans for this, eventually I'm probably going to put some sort of wood beam going across, maybe. The ceilings are kind of low here, so I don't know how that'll look, but I think that would be pretty cool. Obviously, like I was saying, with the tops of these kind of these shelves, you know, I might put like a model ship, pirate ship or something up there. Some swords up here. I've got this sword that I made at one point in time. Yeah, it's not that great, but I kind of carved that out and wood burn it. I've got a lot of random hobbies. Yeah, that's what's in here. That's my fly tying kit in there. I forgot. Like I said, a bunch of random hobbies, but gonna put a lot of stuff up there. Gonna put stuff up there. Might eventually put something right here. I think it'd be cool to take this lamp out and maybe take the chest out and put like a gun case going up through there, maybe in this corner. That would be pretty cool, just to have some cool like ancient guns or weapons in there, like some muskets or something. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's kind of the overview of the room. And I spend a lot of time in here. Let me go ahead and flip it back. So yeah, I spend a lot of time here. And yeah, I got my glasses on now. It's hard for me to see while videoing and not wearing them. But yeah, I spend quite a bit of time in here, and so this is certainly a really cozy place for sure. Let me turn the lights down low a little bit. So you can just imagine waking up here. No, I don't wake up in the room, but waking up and coming in here with a coffee and sitting down and writing on a scroll, just like the ancients would intend for us to do. No, not quite, but I like to pretend that I'm one of the ancients that has acquired secret knowledge and possesses many artifacts. These aren't really artifacts. Some of them, I guess, you could consider, but not really. But I'm hoping to one day fill them with like cool ancient artifacts, and I'm going to be like a miniature Indiana Jones off on my adventures on the Appalachian Trail or the Pacific Crest Trail. But yeah, that's it for the most part. I will definitely be updating you all on a lot more of the builds and stuff that's in here and then throughout my house, because I've got more projects going on, especially outside. Some pretty cool ones with a waterfall that I'm building. Yeah, you guys are just gonna have to see that. I've been doing a lot of work outside lately, but yeah. Hopefully you all enjoyed this, and if you like this kind of stuff and want to see more of my in real life videos, then let me know by leaving a like and subscribing, or leaving a comment, I suppose. Let me know what you think of it, or if you can think of any improvements. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.